Jean-Jacques Henner was a prominent French painter celebrated for his mastery of the human form and his unique approach to light and shadow. Known for his ethereal portrayals of female nudes and religious subjects, Henner's art combined classical themes with a style that was both evocative and modern for its time. He is often associated with the academic style, yet his work possesses a distinctive depth and sensitivity that sets him apart from many of his contemporaries. Henner was born on March 5, 1829, in Bernwiller, a small village in the Alsace region of France. His upbringing in a rural environment instilled in him a deep appreciation for the natural world, which would later influence his work. Henner's family, recognizing his artistic talent at a young age, supported his education in the arts despite modest means. His early schooling took place in Altkirch, where he studied under Charles Gutzwiller, a local painter who provided foundational training and encouraged Henner to pursue his artistic ambitions. In 1846, at the age of 17, Henner moved to Strasbourg to further his studies at the École de Beaux-Arts. There, he refined his skills and began to explore painting in greater depth. His passion and commitment to the craft caught the attention of his teachers, and soon he aspired to study in Paris, the epicenter of the art world at the time. In 1848, Henner relocated to Paris, where he enrolled at the prestigious École des Beaux-Arts. Under the mentorship of Michel Martin Drolling, a respected history painter, Henner honed his technique and embraced the rigors of academic art training. Drolling's emphasis on precise draftsmanship and careful observation left a lasting impression on Henner, who applied these principles in his work throughout his career. During his time at the École, Henner also came under the influence of François-Édouard Picot, another prominent painter known for his classical style and expertise in anatomy. Picot's guidance helped Henner develop a strong foundation in the representation of the human figure, which would become a hallmark of his work. Additionally, Henner's exposure to the works of old masters such as Titian and Rembrandt deepened his understanding of chiaroscuro, the dramatic interplay of light and shadow. Henner's persistence and dedication paid off in 1858 when he won the prestigious Prix de Rome, awarded for his painting Adam and Eve Finding the Body of Abel. This significant achievement granted him the opportunity to study in Italy, where he would spend the next 5 years at the Villa Medici in Rome. The Italian sojourn was a transformative period for Henner, who immersed himself in the study of Renaissance and Baroque art. In Italy, Henner was particularly captivated by the works of Venetian painters like Titian and Giorgione, whose use of color and soft transitions between light and shadow resonated deeply with him. This influence is evident in Henner's later works, which often feature a warm, glowing palette and a sense of atmospheric depth. The Italian landscape and ancient ruins also inspired his compositions, infusing his work with a timeless quality. Upon his return to France in 1864, Henner's style began to crystallize. He gained recognition for his sensual, evocative portrayals of female nudes, which became his signature subject. Unlike the idealized figures of his academic peers, Henner's nudes possessed an almost mystical quality, bathed in soft, diffuse light that gave them an ethereal presence. His brushwork became increasingly fluid and expressive, contributing to the dreamlike atmosphere of his paintings. Henner was particularly adept at rendering flesh tones with a subtle gradation that imbued his figures with a sense of warmth and life. His paintings often featured figures with red hair, a characteristic that became one of his trademarks. This choice was not merely aesthetic. Henner believed that red hair symbolized passion, mystery, and otherworldliness, attributes that aligned with the emotional tenor of his work. In addition to nudes, Henner frequently depicted religious and mythological subjects. His painting, Saint Sebastian, 1875, is a striking example, showcasing his ability to convey a sense of serene spirituality through the delicate interplay of light on the figure's body. This painting, like many of his religious works, reflects a blend of realism and idealism, inviting the viewer to contemplate the transcendent beauty of the human form. Henner's reputation grew steadily throughout the 1870s and 1880s. His participation in the annual Salon exhibitions brought him critical acclaim and numerous awards, cementing his status as one of France's leading painters. In 1873, he was awarded the Legion of Honor, one of the highest distinctions in France, in recognition of his contributions to the arts. He continued to receive accolades and honors throughout his career, including the Grand Prix at the Exposition Universelle in 1878. Despite his success, Henner remained a humble and dedicated artist, continually exploring new ways to express the human form. He developed a technique known as sfumato, a soft blending of tones that he adapted from his study of Italian Renaissance painters. This technique allowed him to create a seamless transition between the figure and the surrounding space, enhancing the otherworldly quality of his work. In the later years of his career, Henner maintained a steady output of paintings, focusing primarily on portraits, nudes, and religious subjects. His studio in Paris became a gathering place for young artists who admired his technique and sought his guidance. Henner's influence extended beyond his immediate circle, as his approach to light and shadow and his treatment of the human form inspired a new generation of painters. Henner passed away on July 23, 1905, leaving behind a rich body of work that continues to captivate audiences. Today, his paintings are housed in major museums, including the Musée d'Orsay and the Petit Palais in Paris, as well as the Musée Jean-Jacques Henner, a museum dedicated to his life and art. One of Henner's most notable innovations was his unique approach to color and light. He often used a restricted color palette, focusing on subtle variations of warm tones to create a harmonious effect. His use of sfumato, inspired by Leonardo da Vinci, allowed him to render the contours of the body with a softness that conveyed both physicality and spirituality. This technique became a hallmark of his style and contributed to the dreamlike quality of his paintings. Henner was also known for his skillful manipulation of light, which he used to direct the viewer's attention and evoke a sense of mystery. His figures often appear to emerge from darkness, their luminous forms standing out against deep, shadowy backgrounds. This chiaroscuro effect, reminiscent of Rembrandt and Caravaggio, adds a dramatic intensity to Henner's work, heightening the emotional impact of his compositions. Following his death, Henner's legacy was preserved through the establishment of the Musée Jean-Jacques Henner in Paris. The museum, located in the 17th arrondissement, was created in 1923 and houses a substantial collection of Henner's paintings, drawings, and personal artifacts. It offers insight into his creative process, showcasing preliminary sketches and studies alongside finished works. The museum also provides a glimpse into the artist's private life, with exhibits that include personal letters, photographs, and memorabilia. The Musée Jean-Jacques Henner remains a testament to Henner's enduring influence on French art. It serves as a cultural landmark, celebrating his contributions to the academic tradition while highlighting the distinctive qualities that set his work apart.